Flosstube friends, and welcome. I am so happy you are here. If you are returning, welcome, and if you are new, a special welcome. So thank you so much. My name is Lisa, and this is my channel, Cross by Floss, where I share the love of cross stitching, do a lot of life blabbings, and yeah, that's what I do. So let's get into it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 2 weeks since I last saw you. Mirabilia has come to an end. I did my last Mirabilia week 5 and uploaded that video yesterday morning, which is significantly earlier than this video is going to go up because I woke up with a headache this morning. I think my ear infection is back. And yeah, so this is a lot later in the afternoon, but that's okay because there were some new comments on this video for the bag giveaway. So everybody kind of lucked out, but yeah, so what else has happened? Yeah, so that Mirabilia, I enjoyed doing those vlogs so much. And what I especially enjoyed was, for the most part, when I stitch at night, I just kind of pick up a project that I kind of want to work on, unless it's a whip go piece. Those ones I actually work a lot more on the weekends of, but during the week, stitching is hit and miss for me because, you know, when my little gets picked up, it might be later, like, you know, towards dinner time, more 6 o'clock when she's picked up, or I then need to maybe take her to after curricular activity once a week, or you know, just like, you know, weeding in the garden, or, you know, errands. And so or I'm just simply super tired, or I work late. And so for me, stitching at night is really hit and miss. But because I really kind of committed to the Mirabilias, and I really wanted to see what kind of progress I could get done in a 5-day span, depending on my schedule. It was really fun to see that progression through the week. So it's kind of like a focus piece, right? So that was kind of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. And then what else has happened? I mean, Mr. G came home for a few days, and my oldest son is thinking that maybe he might like to get his CDL license. So he and Mr. G are out on the truck now. They've had some adventures already. I mean, I know nothing about mechanics. My dad was a heavy duty mechanic, and I mean, he taught me, you know, how to change a tire, how to make sure that, you know, you put gas in your car, and what your oil looked like, and your radiator fluid levels, and your windshield wiper fluids. You know, like, those were things that I had to learn before I even got to take my car on the road. So luckily I do know how to do those things, but the rest of it, I know nothing. And so apparently, like, the drive shaft or something like that split apart, and so they've had a little bit of excitement on the road, and but I think it's good experience for my son because, you know, if it's an easy trip, then that's what you think that, you know, long hauling is. It's not. And I said kind of jokingly that every time Mr. G gets on the, you know, road to do something, he has some kind of issue with his truck, whether he blows an airbag, or, you know, the lights on the trailer didn't work and it all had to be rewired, and, you know, something's always going wrong. And honestly, he's put a ton of miles on that truck. I mean, each trip he does, there and back, a round trip, is about 5,000 miles. So, you know, in 6 months, he has put a lot of miles on that truck. And so, yeah, they break down and things happen. So, but my oldest is definitely getting a bit of an education. I'm not sure when he comes home if this is something he's thinking he'll continue to do. I don't know. We'll see. Other than that, I bought some more plants. Yes, I did. And currently they are all still alive. I bought so many plants. You know, you have to quarantine your plants when you bring them in, because especially when you buy them from like other nurseries or Home Depot or even Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's plants are notorious for bugs. You know, those little gnat thingies. They're notorious for that. And if you put them with your other plants, they will infect all the other plants. So you have to quarantine your plants to get rid of the gnats or any other bugs that they have. And then you can introduce them. And so I have been like around my house, there's like all of these different areas where a new plant is. Because I bought so many in one day. Oh my goodness. But it was so fun. And so, but currently everyone is alive. Everyone is alive. And I think they're all thriving. And I planted a ton of succulents. I bought, I think it was 12 succulents on Etsy. And in order to get free shipping, you know, I had to buy enough succulents to get to the free shipping. And they all came in this little box. And I got a string of dolphins, which I am so excited about, and a donkey's tail, super cute, and some other things. But anyways, I spent one of the days last week, an evening, and I did some planting of all of the succulents. Mr. Odin is here too. So you'll probably hear him. Sorry. He won't leave my side. We're here ourselves, you know, by ourselves. And he has gone into full protector dog mode. And even more so than before. Like, I can't turn around without falling on top of him. So I think he's going to kill me. Like, honestly, he goes down the stairs, and I call it dog surfing, because he is so close to me that I could legitimately ride on his back down the stairs. He is, I mean, he is so close, you guys, so close. I do love him. Yeah, so planted the succulents, and then I also planted a couple other plants that were like outgrowing their pots, and so that was fun. I love mixing. I love mixing soil and putting, you know, different soils together and nutrients and all those things to make a happy pot of soil and put the plants in. So that's, yeah, okay, 8 minutes in. Hey, let's talk about cross stitching, because I'm sure that's why you're here. I did get some cross stitching done, you guys, not only because of the Mirabilia, but, so I have 2 mirrors to show you, but I did get some progress done on my WhipGo, and yeah, I know I told you guys, you know, WhipGo, there's two numbers are called every month, and last month in May, I don't remember what the numbers were, but one of my projects was Cinnamon Stars. The other one was Mary Bate, 1796, I think she is. And I could not for the life of me find Cinnamon Stars. And last weekend I posted a photo of my craft room, or actually it's my craftus, because one side of the room is my office, the other side is the crafty area. And in my defense, I mean, I haven't really cleaned up, you know, I've gotten a project, and it's either cleaning or stitching time, right? So, so anyways, I spent an afternoon and cleaned. And also there's that desk that I bought at Goodwill that I showed quite a while ago. I finally got it done. And so what I did was I chalk painted the main part of the desk and the drawers, and then I whitewashed them over top. Well, it's not actually white, it's more linen, cream color over top. And it was, oh, it's so pretty. I really do like it. And I will show it to you when it's done. I could not find knobs, so they're coming from Amazon. But the top of the desk, I decided to keep wood and stained it in this really dark walnut gel stain. And I have to do the Varathane over top of it. And then when the knobs come from Amazon, it will be finally finished. and it will go, and then a lot of my sewing things will go into the drawers. So that currently is still kind of behind me and a bit of a mess because it's still waiting. And clearly I don't get my projects done real fast. So it is a thing. Okay, seriously. Cross stitching now? Yeah, okay. But while this is where I was going, while I cleaned my craft room, I did find my cinnamon stars, but by then May was over, so it's okay. And also, since I couldn't find cinnamon stars, I just decided to do 20 hours on this chart here. So this is Mary Bate, 1796, and it's by Shakespeare's Peddler, Teresa Vanette. And this is, again, this picture is not going to do this pattern justice in any way, shape, or form, but believe me when I tell you, it is really beautiful. And I did not prepare, sorry. It is on this very large piece of vintage country mocha Ada, 18 count. And so that's what I've gotten done in 20 hours. This was probably more, 25 hours. Yes, I'm a solo stitcher, but I got quite a bit done in this border here. So there's actually 3 borders. There's the outer border, there's this middle border, and then there's another inner border where the words are. And, but I also got that flowery thing in as well. So yeah, I'm really impressed. Plus these are totally all my colors. Like I really love golds, browns, greens, earth colors, you know, mustards. They really speak to me. And so it was really fun working on this piece. Did I say that it was an 18 count? This is on an 18 count. So she's still gonna be a big girl, but that's okay because clearly all my projects this year are big projects. So I'm okay with that. Okay, let me fold this up for a second here so I can put it away and not lose it. So this one is going to go away until the next time her number is called for Whitgo, and it was not called for June, which is good because honestly, while I have liked working on it and it's very easy to work on, I'm over it for right now. Okay, the other one that I worked on for Memorial Day, well, was this my Stitch With Me? This might have been my Stitch With Me. I did Basket of Memories by Blackbird Designs. This is beautiful, and that is what I've gotten done. So I'm doing this on I believe this is 20, I don't remember if it was 20 or 22 count. And I'm doing it 1/1, so it's small. And I intentionally wanted it small. When I get this finished, I'm hoping that I will have this done kind of as a pillow finish, maybe a pincushion pillow finish. And I'm gonna have to have somebody do it for me. And but this reminds me of my grandpa, and he did serve in World War II, and he was part of the Canadian Air Force. And so when I saw this, and in memory of my grandpa and those who had fallen on Memorial Day, this is the piece that I did. So that's what I got there. And then I got a little bit more work in on this chart here. So this also was a Stitch With Me that I did. And this is called Mary Agenon, 1888 by Roland Designs. This is a pattern I got off of Etsy. And this beautiful red sampler. It was not a lot of money. Like I want to say $3.65 or something like that. It was not a lot of money. It was definitely under $5. So I probably shouldn't say that. I'm fairly certain it was under $5. I shouldn't say definitely because sometimes I forget. but I did get some more work on this one. So that's what I got done. I finished the upper border and I started working down the side border, and I got a couple more letters in. So I think that is really pretty. Now this is done on a, I'm pretty sure that this is the 20 count. And this was tea dyed by me with a touch of Rit dye that I did not mix well enough, and so there are some splotches of color from the crystals, but they're actually either blending into the fabric or they're in the border, so I won't see them, or it just kind of makes the piece a little bit more unique. So, but I really do like this. This is really pretty and it's easy to work on. Now I am doing it with sulky thread. I think it's 1147. And this is the current condition of my thread. I don't know if you can see that. But on Memorial Day, Mr. Odin decided that he should try and chew this up. And thankfully I heard him, like I heard like a weird noise. And I'm like, Odin, what are you eating? Because sometimes he likes to eat wood. But it didn't sound like that. Like he likes to eat pencils. Don't ask me why. Yes, they're all put away, but somehow he is like a Houdini and he can manage to find something that we didn't even know existed in the spot that he got it in. And so, you know, he's chewing this and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I finally got it away from him, realized that it was my thread. Thankfully, I have another one because it came, I bought it as a set. On Amazon, you can get sulky sets, and this was the red set. And so there were two different color reds and then one red. So there were two of the same reds. There were 5 colors, 2 sets of the same red, and then 1 individual color red, different. So you got kind of a good, anywho, all that to say, Odin didn't die. I did not have to take him to the vet on Memorial Day, which you know what an emergency vet bill is on a holiday or a weekend. Yes, you, I'm talking about you. So luckily, and then, and I do have another roll. So he's very lucky all the way around, or somebody was going to be adopting him. I'm kidding. No one. No. In fact, I even told my son, he's like looking for a apartment with animals. And I'm like, you think you're taking your dog back? And he's like, well, and I'm like, no, you're not. He's mine. Okay. Miramania. I worked on 2 mirrors since the last time I saw you. The first one was Ophelia. And I adore Ophelia. What I really like, not only because her colors are all again me, you know, the fall palette is my palette with the red hair, now auburn. And actually I went and got my hair did yesterday, and she put it a lot lighter. Our goal is to blend in the grays, and she did it a lot lighter for summer. And so when I first saw it, I was like, ooh, that's really blonde, but it's okay because my grays are all blended in. Normally, I really like the greens and browns and golds and oranges and rusts and all those colors, because those are the colors that look good on me and I just really like them. And so when I saw Ophelia and I saw her colors, I was like, yes, she needs to come home with me. But I don't know if you can see. I'm not sure if you can see that, but her face also really spoke to me. Now, Nora makes beautiful, beautiful charts. Sometimes the faces in her girls there are ones that are lovelier than others. Let's just say that. And, but she's beautiful all the way around. So, and in fact, there are some mirrors that I have that I don't like their face. And so I'm going to copy the faces off of some different mirror to make that, because I don't like the face. I don't know what it is, but it just is. Okay. This is done on all of my mirrors are done on 16 count so I can accommodate the beads. And this is done on a piece of 16 count sage by Witchelt. And that's what I had gotten done. I pretty much, other than the Caron water lilies that need to go in here, that's all. I mean, it's all done. And I carried over and I started on kind of the second area of a big portion like this, leaves, whatever they are. And then we'll carry on. There's just a bit more into the border over here and then work down. So she will go away. She's lovely, but she'll go away until the next time that I decide to do something with the mirrors. Whether one of my viewers suggested like making them a focus piece, and I might do that. I'm not sure. Or another of my viewers is going to do Mira Mayhem next year, or suggested that that's something that she might like to do. And I thought that was such a great idea. I was thinking of Mira Mondays again, and just like every Monday working on a Mira. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I do have quite a few mirrors that I had already started, and I think I might even just do like a Mira recap of the mirrors that I have and have started, because I do have like Archangel and Ella and Alice, Enchanted Mermaid, I think I have going. Those are ones that I've started. So like I do have a few that I've already started, plus these from Miramania. So I might do a Mira recap video. We'll see. See if you're interested. Leave a comment. Okay, and then the last one that I did was Shimmering Mermaid. And she is beautiful. And what makes her shimmering basically is that there's a lot of Krynic in this pattern, as well as beads. Like everything that I'm doing along her tail, I would say like maybe a quarter of it is beads. So maybe a little less than a quarter, but she, there's a lot of skipped space in here to accommodate the beads. And I don't bead until the end because I either want to wash my piece and then iron it before I put the beads on. And I also do my beads with clear beading thread. I don't use the bead color or the thread that is maybe suggested to put the bead on. I use clear thread. So I'm okay traveling it all the way through my pattern, totally, or my fabric. So that is what I got done in the 5 days. Now, probably not as much progress as the previous 4 mirrors that got done, mainly because one day was Memorial Day and there was craft cleaning and Mr. G came home that day, and you know, there were some other things. And then Wednesday night before they left, you know, it was Costco run and laundry, additional laundry, all of the things that need to get done to get them off. And so not as much stitching as well. So, but I am really happy with the progress and I'm thrilled with the colors. But as you can see, like there's a whole line here, that's beads. There's a whole line here, those are beads. There's a couple in here, down in here, it's either Krynic or beads. So there's a lot of area in just here that there are beads in. So, like I said, I'm not doing that. The other thing, and thank you, Paula. Hi, Paula. Stitching in High Heels, she made a comment, because I made a comment that this is, I typically like a 3-inch border, and on this piece that I was able to do it on, I got a 2-inch border on the sides, but I have a 5-inch border on the top and bottom. And she suggested maybe leaving off the board. So there's a border, you see the border around her, which would give me some more space. But down in this corner here, I love this compass. Like, I love the compass, and I want to keep the compass. And so yeah, I'm thinking that, and you guys all know I typically do my borders first. Like, that's a thing. I like to do my borders first, make sure it all matches up, and then I work on the inside. But I didn't start the border, I started her tail. And so I might be taking Paula's suggestion, because that will give me some additional space on the sides. Yeah. So but I love this piece. Out of all of the Miras, okay, I have a couple of favorites. This Shimmering Mermaid, which Mr. G actually picked out. I was going to go with Emerald Mermaid, but he picked this one, and I really do like her, even though there's going to be a lot of devil floss, aka Krennic. I like her, and I really truly adore Ophelia. So they're all lovely, but those are the two that I will probably pick up first and do. So okay, what else? Let's talk haul. Let's talk haul. There's actually not a lot of haul, but I do have some. So first, let's do my Amazon. I always feel like I need more scissors, right? So I went online one night, I'm not gonna lie, 4:30 in the morning, while I was having massive hot flashes. I talked about that in my Stitch With Me video. And I just surfed and purchased. And so the first pair was these ones. Now, in the picture, I thought they were a lot smaller. So when they came, I was like, okay, they sent me the wrong ones. I mean, they're still real cool and everything, but those are not needlework scissors. But it's okay, because I do like them. They're really pretty, and they weren't a whole lot either. But I did have to laugh, because clearly I need to go into the description a lot better and see the size, because the picture to the size, a little deceptive. Still totally okay, because there were others. So I picked up these ones, a little smaller. I mean, I almost call this, you know, jumbo, large, medium, small. These ones here, I really like these ones because they're black and gold. Well, kind of black and gold. They're more bronzy and gold. Really pretty. And then these teeny tiny ones. Now those are perfect. So I like to have a pair of scissors in each of my project bags, so that I don't have to worry about, you know, if I travel from room to room, I don't have to go back and find a pair of scissors or whatever. So I like to try and put, especially in current projects, you know, if a project is sitting on my shelf for a long time, then there's no need for me to keep a pair of scissors in there, and I'll borrow those. But yeah. Okay. I don't remember who I was watching. I think I made a comment about it though. But I saw that she was working on an Owl Forest kit, and Swan Lake. It was Swan Lake. And when I went online, Swan Lake was gone. But I found this one, which is called Duke Shamrock. And so I purchased this one, and from Owl Forest Embroidery. And you go online to the website and you surf all the beautifulness that she has. Now, what comes in the kit is your pattern, the linen, which I won't use the linen, the floss, which is I think it's silk floss. I could be wrong. It might be overdyed. I don't know. And look, there's Krynic. Oh my goodness. And then you get a beautiful needle minder with a needle. And look at that needle minder with the shamrock on it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. But the presentation of this is just lovely. Now, this took a long time getting to me. And in fact, I got really worried because I purchased it just before they had the, was it a warehouse fire or office fire or something like that? And it hadn't come, it hadn't come, it hadn't come. And I know that people have said, you know, it will take a while to receive an Owl Forest kit. And yeah, Owl Forest embroidery. And so, you know, I got so worried, I actually did reach out. Normally I don't, you know, I just kind of, yeah, but it had been a couple of months. And so I looked online on my tracking, and it didn't even seem to have been in the States, like even in customs. So I was like, okay, so I reached out, and within a week and a half, it arrived. So really, really cute. Now, the pattern, I opened the pattern and I was like, ooh, okay, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. It's nice, it's colorful, I'm sure it'll be fine, but you know, I'm used to page patterns now, except for the Miras, but I take a photocopy of them and use that as my working copy. And but yes, when I saw this one, I was like, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. But I love this because Irish background and all things lucky, and yeah, we really like shamrocks, and again, it's the whole green thing. So that came. Then I got my Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month Club. Now, if you have not received yours already, this is the May one. I'm sure everybody has received it. I'm hoping you have. If you haven't, don't pay any attention. I am in the Neutrals Club, and this beautiful piece of fabric is called Garden Path, and also a very lovely sampler fabric, like really lovely sampler fabric. And so I really like that one. And then I also do their Floss of the Month Club. And so my 3 flosses came. Let's see here. So I've got these 3 here. Hickory. This one's called Sagebrush. And then this one is Criminy, something like that. Isn't that a mushroom, I think? Anyways, those are the 3 colors. Super pretty. So I got those in my of the month club. And then the other of the month club that I belong to is Garon Toten Bags, Bag of the Month Club. And this one came for the month. I don't remember what, is this the June month's bag? I think so, yes. I don't know where I am anymore. Anyways, this one's really lovely. And then the inside, look at this deliciousness of color. Beautiful. So really love doing that. And I did go down a size in the bag of the month. They're offering 2 different sizes, the big bag or the smaller one. And I love the big bags. I have a lot of the big bags though. And well, they don't fit on my shelf, which that's not really a problem. But they're down here kind of on the floor. And I do like the big ones, but I also really like ones that I can get on my shelf. And I love this size because they're all so nicely uniform and yeah, so pretty. And of course, Ronnie does a beautiful job of putting the bags together. I don't know when he finds time, honestly. And then, you all know how I love my girl Denise, DotDotGoose Design bags. And she had posted this bag on her Instagram account. And which is actually where she posts all of her bags before she puts them up, you know, got a new bag, whatever, new fabric. And so she had posted this and I was like, well, of course I'm gonna need that. I mean, strawberries, who doesn't like strawberries? My granddaughter does not like strawberries. But this one was with a pal, and so super cute, right? Yeah, and that's the fabric for that one. So really pretty. And then she did like this sneak peek of a Halloween bag, and you all know how I love me a Halloween. A pattern, a bag, anything, I love it. Fabric, yes, I'm all about the Halloween. And so when she posted this, she was like, we'll put these up in my Etsy shop, you know, next week. So I'm like searching, because I'm getting me one of these bags. It's not even FOMO at this point. It is competitiveness and need. Like, seriously. And so I was able to get one of these bags, and she included a pal for me. So thank you, Denise. I love her bags. I really do love her bags. And I love Denise. She is a sweet, kind soul. And she's just really made our community a better place. So adore. Okay, and then also received this beautiful bag from BuckleBarrieQuilts. Let me see, I think her card is in here. Yes, BuckleBarrieQuilts, and I'll link her down below. She posts on Instagram. Did I buy it on Instagram? No, Etsy. She's got an Etsy shop called BuckleBarrieQuilts.etsy.com. And so she had shown this bag on her Instagram with the tomatoes and the little hedgehogs. And I mean, it's so adorable. And it, you know, all of hers have this little key fobby on the side here. And just, I mean, this bag was just so beautifully made. Now look at this. There's this fabric here. There's this fabric under here. But then this fabric here. I mean, there's three fabrics in this beautiful bag. And it is sewn so lovely, like beautiful. So thank you so much. It arrived with a little skein of floss, which, funny story, I needed that color so very badly for a project that I was working on. And I was like, I don't want to go to Joann's, which, duh, I mean, I always want to go to Joann's, but it wasn't great like weather here. And I was just, I don't want to go in the car and pick up, you know, which also meant that I had to go through my floss bags and see which ones I needed and write all down, you know, and I just didn't have the energy. And so when this showed up, it was the floss I needed. So it was like, that was awesome. So beautiful bag, beautiful bag. I'm super happy. So I will link this down below, but quick, BuckleBarrieQuilts on Etsy. Okay, and now this one is The Fault of Kim. I watch her channel all the time. I'll put her channel down here. But she, in her last video, I think her last video, she showed these beautiful bookmarks that she bought from, is it from Russia? I don't remember. But this is the, let me take the washi tape off there. This is the seller, and she's got a website that you go to. I'll also link her down below. Now, we are huge book readers here, and in fact, I just purchased a couple of book sets off of Etsy for my granddaughter for summer reading, which we will do together because I love reading with her, and I love her reading to me. And I've tried very hard to instill a love of learning literature, history, you know, because books can take you into a different world. And I just, you know, I love that growing up as a kid. I was a library rat. The librarians all knew me. It didn't matter if it was my school library or the local library, they all knew me. And even so much that if a new book came in a genre that they knew that I liked, they would put it away for me until I came in. And so, yeah, so support your local library. But in order to, no, I don't need to really entice her to read, but it's fun to read. And then she likes to put, you know, bookmarks in where we've stopped. And half the time she can't find a bookmark, so we're putting like a sticky note in. And I'm like, oh, that's not acceptable. We need pretty bookmarks. So because the fault of Kim, thanks Kim, I picked up a few bookmarks. Now, this one, Anne of Green Gables. Of course, I love her. And this is mine. Mulan, Fight Like a Girl. And this will be my littles. She loves Simba, and she's been watching Lion Pride quite a bit, and so I know she's going to love this. She is a total Anna freak from Frozen. Elsa's beautiful, but she picked up on Anna right away, and she loved Anna. So here is Anna in all of her fierceness glory. Love her. What else did I get her? Nope, that was it for her. Then I bought bookmarks for me, and I love all things Wicked. I do. All of the evil characters in the Disney films, I love them. I love them. So, Ursula, love her. Maleficent, also love her. And then the evil stepmother, Evil Queen from Snow White. So pretty. And then these ones actually are for my future son-in-law, aka the boy. And he really likes Game of Thrones, as do I. And so got him Winter is Coming. And Jon Snow. Love them. Love, love, love. So thanks, Kim, for enabling me. I was, these bookmarks came fast, and they're beautiful, really well done, and pretty happy with that. All right. Then yesterday when I went and got my hair did, there's a Hobby Lobby super, super close. So when I go to Puyallup, there's a couple of places that I absolutely have to go. And I'm fortunate that I get to go almost every 6 weeks when I get my hair done. 6 to 8 weeks, somewhere in there. I have to go to Tacoma Boys to stock up on salad dressing, a certain salad dressing that really my whole family loves. But it's the only way we can get the little to eat vegetables or salad. And she loves it. So we stock up, and by stock up, I mean, I buy like 8 bottles at a time every 6 weeks. That might seem excessive. And in fact, the lady at the counter, because I also bought like a couple of tomatoes and a couple of onions, and she looks at me and she goes, you don't have enough salad fixings for all this salad dressing. And I'm like, I bathe in it. Like, anywho, there's also a Hobby Lobby, and my main goal in going into Hobby Lobby was to look for some drawer pulls for my cabinet. but I have 2.5 inch space holes, and whatever they had that was 2.5 inch was not, no. Most of them were 3.5 or more. And so I was a little surprised. I was not prepared for that. So, so I came home and found some on Etsy that I'm hoping are going to work. But while I was there, they have 75% off on their clearance items. So, you know, I had to go look. And I found this frame. Oh, you can't see that. Let's see. I found this frame. And I think Cordelia is going to go in this frame. I think it might be a little big, but maybe if I find a mat, I don't know. I'm going to work it out. But when I saw the pattern in this frame, I was like, ooh, I might darken that up just a touch. And I think that this is going to be Cordelia's frame. So, and it was $6.24. And so then when I said to the guy, okay, how much is a piece of museum glass going to cost me to put in here? And he told me it was like $30. And I was like, that's almost the price of the original frame. It's fine. I'm going to find something at probably Goodwill, because that's what I do. And then I went down. Oh, I had to buy some more floss. I was missing a couple of colors of floss for a new pattern that I have, and or that I'm going to work on soon. And they had some new things, you guys. This artist line or artiste line, this here. Look at this. Oh, again, you can't see that. Goodness sakes, Lisa. Okay. Un momento. Okay, can you see that? It's a corner gauge. It's a corner gauge. Do you see the price? They had two. I bought them both. So if you're in Puyallup at the Hobby Lobby, yeah, I'm sorry, I bought them both. You're not getting any. But unless they bring more in. I don't know. But yeah, a corner gauge for $2.99. And it's acrylic and it's lovely. And it's got the 1.5 inch, 2 inch, and 2.5 inch. And then of course the 3 would be down at the bottom. So I was like, yes, please. Always looking for, you know my trick. I use a sticky pad, 3x3 sticky pad in order to find my border. But sometimes, you know, that doesn't work out. Now, Denise's business cards from DotDotGoose, I found out, are 2.5 by 2.5. So I keep those around just in case, but I don't have a 2x2, 2 and 2. So now I do. And then while I was there, I also picked up these beautiful needle minders, and then look at their backs. Super pretty. They were a little bit more than I wanted to spend. And now you know that they don't have coupons, and so I couldn't use a 40% off coupon, but whatever, it's fine. And that was the only set they had there too. And then I found these floss tags. Now I'm not, or bobbins, I'm not going to use them for that. I'm turning them upside down. I'm going to enlarge that hole, and I'm going to use that as the beginning of my floss ring so that I know where my start is. And they were just pretty, and they were $2.49. You get 12 of them in there. They're pretty sturdy cardstock. And so I just thought that that was really pretty. Then they had this, what are they calling this? Magnetic ruler and counter. And it's pretty heavy, and it goes around like it's, it goes, is it gonna lay flat? I don't know if it lays flat. I'll let you know in the next video. But it's heavy, but I thought perfect because I do have one down here that will count, but see, you can see that it counts like 14 count, 22 count, 25 count, 28, 32, 18, 16, 14, and 11. So threads, and so you can find your count of fabric. And then also it goes in inches on the other side. So I thought, oh, that's going to be helpful, and I will keep this one upstairs because I cross stitch in bed quite a bit. And then there were these straight pins as well, and they were $3.29, but occasionally I use these as counting pins, and especially if I'm working on large blocks of color and I need something. Sometimes I'll use a needle to mark my spot, but those are nice to use too. So that's what I got. All right, plans. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I do not have a spotlight on a stitcher this week because I have not actually watched a lot of Flosstube. I know, but I got into a couple of series. So on Hulu, there's this show called Mayor of Easttown. I think it's Easttown. But it's got Kate Winslet in it. And I had to watch the whole, I had to binge watch. I had to. And then I was watching Winter Soldier and the Falcon, and I had to finish that. And then there was some other series that I started, and I don't remember what it's called. And now I am, and I also watch crime TV a lot, but I am now into the 2020 specials. Like, did you guys know that there's 43 seasons of them? 43. And so I've been binge watching those. I know. And so I have not been watching a whole lot of Flosstube, and as a result, I have not done my spotlight on a stitcher and found a new Flosstuber that I have not seen before. So I will have that for my next video. And then, well, let's do the giveaway. So you guys know that I had a giveaway, or have a giveaway, for my 2,000 subscribers. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I know that there are a lot of Flosstubers to be able to watch, and that you subscribe and watch me. I'm honored. I'm blown away that you guys comment and the support and all of the things. So anyways, as a thank you, I have this beautiful bag by StitchFolk. Now, these are hard to come by bags, you guys, and I know I explained this in that video. StitchFolk, she will post a number of bags on a certain date and time, and she does, you know, put that information on her Instagram frequently. And but her bags go in 2 to 3 minutes. Like, it is incredible. If you are not on your game and you are not, you know, prepared, getting a bag is hard. So I was lucky and have been able to purchase several of her bags, and I thought I would share one of them with you. So the winner of this bag is Cynthia Kinnaman, and I will half the screen so you'll see. But there were like 50 commenters on this bag giveaway. So thank you all so much. And again, I did read them all. I'm fairly certain I responded to everybody. I appreciate you guys giving me advice, and yeah, all the things. So Cynthia, congratulations. If you will get a hold of me via email, which is in my description, it is crossbyfloss at yahoo.com, crossbyfloss@yahoo.com, or go to my Instagram, which is crossbyfloss, and you will, you know, message me that way. The last couple of giveaways I've done, I have not gotten responses from the people who have won. So I think that I am going to do what some other of my Flosstube friends have done, and put together a Google form and have you fill that out. And if I, you know, pick somebody, then and I have that information, that it will just get sent. I'm not organized enough, let me be honest. I'm not organized enough to remember, you know, which which name and how long it's been. And I I just don't have that kind of time to go back and look. And so if somebody hasn't responded within 2 weeks of a video and that gift has not gone, I might do one more round of that. But in the future, I think I'm going to try and figure out how to do the Google form. So if you have some advice, I don't use Google often. Okay, that's not true. I Google search all the time. I don't know how to put together the Google form. So if you have advice, I'm really not that computer savvy. I'm really not. So if you have some advice, that would be great. And teach me how to do it. So I think that's how I'm going to do my giveaways in the future, because unfortunately, I love you all. I really do. I just don't have the time to go back and try and figure out which video the rabbit didn't go to, or Cordelia, which I'm shocked. This is the second time Cordelia has been pulled. So, yeah. So, okay, you guys, I think for my plans, let's see, did I talk about everything that I was going to do? WhipGo. 2 numbers were pulled. I don't remember what my projects were except for Millicent Turner. Something like that. I think she's a little house needleworks pattern, I believe. She got called. So I'm thrilled I get to pull her back out again, because I really did like her. And I'm going to make my Reflections of Canada, which I did find in my cleanup. I found all my patterns, so we're good. We're good. Or whips. I found all my whips. I'm going to make that my focus piece, because July 1st is Canada Day. I don't know if I'll get it done for Canada Day this year, but it will definitely be done for next year. And by done, it will even be framed. So it will be an FFO for next year for sure. I'm going to try. We'll see how much time I get in. And with a focus piece, what I typically do is at least 1 length of floss. And so if I can do that or more an evening, then yeah, it should get done. So I'm thrilled I found that, and it is going to be my focus piece. And then other than that, yeah, I'm alone by myself for at least another week, maybe even more, because the truck's been down. So I might pull out a couple of things that I haven't worked on for a while and get those done. And I do want to finish the Remember Me, or it's actually Basket of Memories by Blackbird Designs. And I would like to get that finished, because it is so very close to a finish. So yeah, other than that, you guys, and I'm going to start binge watching, because, you know, now I have several videos that are in my queue. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but she also uses my account, and she's gotten real bold recently in her YouTube watching, and she's starting to subscribe and make playlists on my stuff. So if you go to my channel and you look, you know, at my videos or playlists, those playlists are not mine. I just really want to put that out there. Those are not mine. I'm looking at getting her own account so that she gets off of mine, and but she's using my old iPad, and yes, she has a different watch style than I do, and she's got my subscription list really kind of messed up. So, but I do know that there is quite a few people that I need to go and binge watch, and so that's what's going on. All right, I hope you all have a really wonderful upcoming week, and that you are able to get some stitching time in. And I appreciate you joining me today. Cynthia, please get a hold of me, and I would love to get this bag off to you. So, happy stitching, and I will see you in my next video.